made when we were living in Berlin. So you have, familiar themes of National Socialism, bondage, the permissive society, the fake permissive culture, where on the surface you have all of the characteristics of progressive culture, but if you scratch the surface, it's a police state,
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's the German model.
Yeah.
But I was very happy with these books. They're all kind of dated. What else? This book I really like. This was a part of the series that I want to continue called The Western Lands, which was based on just that moment in the United States, after the Second World War, which to me was just a really bizarre. I mean, on the one hand, with Eisenhower and Truman, and then moving into, Kennedy and the Vietnam War, and Johnson. It was an exciting. It was a weird authoritarian political system that moved out of a war mentality into had a really difficult time moving back into a peace mentality. But at that same time, all of the progressive currents in the United States that were coming into the foreground were really amazing, like with rock and roll and music and the more healthy, I think, aspects of identity culture, which now to me is totally toxic, but which at the time was basically emancipation from old ideas that were dangerous, that kept people prisoners, in society. Like if you were gay, or if you were a woman, or if you were a teenager, or if you were iconoclastic or whatever, all of these things were demerits, on your image. But all of that changed during that time, and so this is, just I liked the idea of trying to capture that, that time a little bit, like rockabilly culture and biker culture, things like that, when they seemed more not progressive, but just more healthy, I think. But of course, mixed in with, totally psychotic stuff like, Batman giving Robin a blowjob and stuff like that. You gotta mix it up a little bit, every once in a while. Throw in a UFO.
You do a good job of mixing it up.
See, she's got the tattoo that says "fuck the police," and then just 2 panels will let you get a chance. You get an opportunity to fuck the police right there. That's literature. Anyway, yeah, this was one of those books too out of that series. So there's 3 of them. I'm going to continue that. I'm going to do more of that, I think, because it's just more. It makes you feel good too.
It's a ripe time for it.
Yeah.
And necessary.
Right. Yeah, because everything's being shut down.
And we need the reflection from as many angles as possible.
Right. Yeah. Such a weird moment. Like drawing, a lot of this stuff is disturbing too. It's like every once in a while you want to draw something that makes you feel good. Like that's one of the reasons I moved away from these older books. The style of the stuff that the earlier stuff was around pornography and social engineering and Google and the boundaries of visual culture being knocked down, so that like a child who went online and and typed in something as innocuous as high school, could come up with like cheerleader porn and blah, 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 you know, and I mean, everything had just flipped, you know, and I wanted to show that just in these panels, you know, because it's like a Google page, you know, it's like, it's innocence and then corruption and innocence and corruption and violence and it's all just thrown together in this random algorithmic, you know, box of crap. You know? And so I wanted to show that, but if you draw that stuff over and over, it's so disturbing. It really starts to affect you, you know, it's like, you just don't want to.
No, I know. You know, I have the exact same experience with my work.
Yeah,
you want
right.
to do something
Yeah.
about beauty and lightness and resistance, but it's always overwhelmed by the cloud
Right.
of reality,
Right.
of this dark place we're going into as a country
Right.
and on the planet.
And you know, like when you write about something, you know, you gain knowledge about that thing. And when you draw something, it's the same thing. When you're drawing something, you're gaining knowledge about that thing that you're drawing. And sometimes it's not pleasant, you know, it's just you have to have some fortitude in order to carry on, you know. I mean, it's, you know, it's not that big, it's drawing, you know, it's illustration and stuff like that, but it does affect you, you know, like if you're, like, you know, I was doing transsexuals, you know, for a long time, and eventually it was just like I couldn't even look anymore at a transgender, you know, person, you know, just like I was just, I couldn't take it, you know,
Yeah.
and, you know, but I really wanted to cover that dimension of society, because what people don't realize is that in prostitution, in the domain of prostitution around the world, that is the primary attraction, is the transgender prostitute. So like you go down to Argentina, and I had spoken to you about this before, I think, and you go down to the Zona Rosa, then there's 10,000 working prostitutes every night in the Zona Rosa, 70% of which are transgender, you know?
Wow.
And so, so they need a clientele. But who's their clientele? Their clientele is the homophobic, married, you know, Christian, you know, male. You know what I mean? That's who's attracted to, or you know, secular or semi-religious male, you know, who is ostensibly straight, you know, but that's the clientele of. So and it's a way out of poverty, like basketball would be. You know, like you have all of this incredible poverty throughout Brazil and, you know, through Latin America or through wherever. And a way to get out of that is to add or subtract body parts and to modify your body, you know, in a way that is sexually attractive to others, you know. And so it's a way out of immiseration, you know, which, I mean, you know, says a lot about, you know, the conditions of the world that we live in right now, you know, and the blinkers that people have to put on daily in order to, you know, maintain their delusional existences or live in the bubbles of pleasure that they do live in, because a lot of people are paying heavy prices, you know, in order for the West to enjoy its privileges. You know, the West, one of their main privileges is sex tourism. You know, and you know, this is just another dimension of the world that I felt needed to be pulled into the foreground. So, but a lot of those books aren't up. That stuff I kind of just put away.
Mm-hmm.